What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the F&G Academy. Buck here, former Green Beret, here to help you guys. Nah, not today. Gear review. Oh yeah. Alright guys, so in this video we're going to do a gear review. It's going to be one of the first I've done of gear reviews, but I plan on doing more tactical equipment gear reviews to help you guys pick which equipment works best, stuff that I've tried, whether it's law enforcement or military. I've tried a lot of equipment. I've spent a lot of money. So let's try to help you guys not waste a bunch of money on gear that sucks. Today we're going to talk about Hard-Headed Veterans helmet, their ballistic helmet. They were cool enough to send me one so I could do a review on it. This is what you're going to get. There's what it looks like inside. So let's talk about it. But before we do that, do me a favor, go check out my book, Rising Above. It's selling like hotcakes. I think you guys are going to like it. And I can't wait to hear what you guys think. So leave a comment, leave an Amazon review. Let me know what you think. I'd really appreciate it. All right, guys, let's get to this review. First things first, you open the box, you get this helmet. It's pretty sweet. It's got a ton of Velcro on it, which is important. Just as important as Velcro is where they did not Velcro, right? So these panels right here, it's important not to have Velcro, in my opinion. I know that some guys will get helmet covers to make it look cool or to add stuff. Helmet covers have their advantages, they have their disadvantages. When I'm in Afghanistan or when I was operating, I preferred not to have a helmet cover on. And the reason for that is so I could put tape in strips with a pull tab along both sides of the top of my helmet right here. And I always wanted extra tape on me for any time we were doing breaches. You get a dusty door and the breach charge doesn't stick, you could rip a piece of tape off your helmet and then use that to help keep it in place. So I always like to have tape on my helmet for breaching. So other than that, it does have a lot of Velcro on it, which is good. Back here, you want that Velcro specifically for counterweights for your nods. If you run nods and you want to have a headache all the time, don't run counterweights. It's a surefire way to have your brain fucking banging all the time. It sucks. And get that little nice piece of forehead fat and just shove it down into your nose and just leave it there. Ah, it feels so good, especially after hours and hours and hours of wearing nods. But if you don't like that feeling, get yourself some counterweights, and usually they're adjustable. And so you could match the counterweight to the weight of whatever nods you're running. Obviously, the weight varies depending on what type of nods you have. So it's a good idea to have a counterweight. And then the top Velcro, that's where you're going to want to have a light of some kind on the back, a light, some kind of strobe so you could turn that thing on in case of an emergency. Let's say you need to go white light so your boys can find you, or if you're in nods and you want to go strobe light so the birds could see you and they could see your position, you want to alert them real quick. You know, tactics vary, it always depends. And you'd say, why would you want to use a white light, dude? Well, listen, not everything is war, okay? Let's say that you're on a jump, a free fall jump, and you get hurt really bad. A white light is an indicator that somebody is injured, so you could turn a white light on and they could come get you and get you medevaced. There's all kinds of lighting options, and some of them get quite expensive. All tactical gear is fucking expensive. They just want you to spend your money. But other than that, when you get this helmet, you'll get a bag like this, and then it comes with different inserts. So first thing, you'll get these little Velcro stickies, and when you first put the helmet on, it feels huge, right? You're like, what the fuck, this thing doesn't fit. This is a medium, but it's got a liner. I forget what they call it. It's a concussion liner or something, but it looks like the pads. But you stick these over top those pads, and then you add the pads that it comes with. So it comes with two sets of pads, a thicker one and a thinner one, and then you have to kind of mix and match to get it to fit. Right now I have all the thinner ones running throughout, and it's a little loose. So I may add a thicker one to the back and see if that tightens it up just the way I like it. And then another really cool option that this thing comes with is the clip. Instead of having to like fight a clip with your gloves on, or clipping it into your beard if you're an SF bro and you have, you know, some nice bearded locks going while you're downrange, you don't want to clip your beard hair into it. So it's nice that this thing is a magnet. So you just hover it over and then it clicks into place. And then it clicks into place. It's pretty cool. And then to undo it, you just pull that tab and it pops right off. So that's pretty sweet. I like that. I think it's a good idea to do that magnet. It's pretty cool. So right now, with all the thin ones, it fits kind of loose. This is typically how I like my helmet to fit, a little bit loose, which brings me to the downside to this helmet and what I don't like and how you could fix it. So what I've gotten used to when I was in is we always had ops cores, and they always had a micro adjust knob on the back. So they could tighten the helmet down. I could leave it loose when I'm just cruising around. Look at this magnet's pretty sweet. You just get it close and it clips into place. And then it's got a pull tab. And guys, this is always how I ran my helmet, is just underneath. I never hooked it on my chin for obvious reasons. When we were downrange, we were allowed to grow beards, and that would be super fucking uncomfortable. But really, even without a beard, I run it under my chin. Not recommended. It's your life. Do what you want. So then you find the pull tab. What the fuck? Gosh damn, some technical difficulties there. All right, guys, so let's talk about my biggest gripe with this helmet. So the only issue that I have with it, and it's something that it's kind of a big deal, and either I hope hardhead veterans, maybe they had fixed this in the future helmets, or I have a simple fix for you guys. It's kind of expensive. It's $114 that you'll have to add to the helmet, but we have a fix. So the only issue I have with this helmet is, like I said, I like it to fit looser, but once I get my nods on and my counterweights on and everything, you know, my Peltors attached, the helmet gets unruly. It needs to be locked in. There's a great natural recess, obviously the base of your skull, and when you have an adjustable strap like the Ops Core, where it's got that micro adjuster, or the Team Wendy helmets with that micro adjustment, it really tightens up into that spot. When I drop my nods, instead of shifting down and then my nods being a little low, or having to make adjustments once my nods are on, once it's locked into place, I drop my nods in. They're in the right place every single time. And it really, with all that stuff on my helmet, it really just locks it into place. I don't think you're gonna get that fit with just pads alone. So what I recommend is taking this helmet and going to Team Wendy or some other manufacturer that makes the micro adjustment for the helmets and replace this strap. So like I said, Team Wendy has it's like 114 bucks. Think about that. You spend $500 on a helmet, you upgrade it for 114 bucks, and now you're still under $650, or compared to Team Wendy's $1,500 helmets. To me, that's still a huge bargain. So if you're balling on a budget, this is the way to go. I would just replace that strap. So that being said, why would you want to buy your own helmet, right? SF guys get their own helmets given to them. They get ops cores given to them. Well, let me tell you a couple reasons why I would buy my own helmet. First, law enforcement. Law enforcement's issued those fucking juggernaut ACHs, and those things suck, man. Like regular Army, you have no choice. You have to wear them because you guys have to match. But those things suck. And for law enforcement, the last thing you want to do is be holding down a position for 10 hours, waiting for a suspect or a barricade, and you have that damn heavy-ass helmet on. So you definitely going to want to upgrade to something like this. You can get your Peltors attached to it. I always had my Peltors attached, so I could just pop them down and pop them on. So law enforcement definitely want to upgrade to something like this, and this is a lot more affordable than going the $1,500 route. But if money's not a factor to you, then fuck it. Go Team Wendy, spend 1,500 bucks. Those helmets are sick as fuck. Another reason why you'd want to buy your own, military, again, 500 bucks. You could take your own helmet and then keep your setup the way you like it. Or if you lose their ops core you're going to be paying when you out process that $1,300, whatever the military says is worth it. So you can buy 2 of these and still have some money left over with that kind of price. Besides affordability, there's also bump helmets. This is their Ballistic. If you're Special Forces and you're going to mountaineering course, you're going to free fall, you're going to want to be able to attach things to your helmet like nods and stuff like that. And you're not always going to want to have ballistic kind of weight. So you can get a bump helmet, which is just something to protect you from rocks or small impacts, and be able to attach all your gear to it just like you would your helmet and save you a lot of weight. That's another reason why you might want to upgrade into a bump helmet, which I think those things are like $200. So they're a lot more affordable. But if you need ballistic, like I said, I'm cheap. I don't want to spend $1,500. That's money away from my family. And I checked the ballistics on this. They have a video where they shoot the dog shit out of it. But are you guys going to want to spend even $600, $500 on a helmet and shoot it? I don't think so. But you know what? I didn't spend anything on this helmet, so I'm going to shoot the fuck out of it. Stay tuned for that. As soon as we get our range set up with my business partner, we're going to take this thing out and we're going to shoot the shit out of it. We'll shoot it with a couple 9 mils, 45s, and hit it with some 5.56, and we'll see how it does. Because you know what? Affordability always kind of brings the concern of functionality. So we're going to test that for you guys, so don't worry about it. It's sweet. It fits well. You have a lot of adjustability with the pad, having the thicker and the thinner pads. My one recommendation is to get a swivel lock strap, because that micro adjustment is a game changer. This would take this thing to the next level. All right, guys, I hope you liked that review. Let me know if reviews are something that you're interested in on this channel, and I will try harder to get more equipment in to review. Talk to you guys next time.
And I can't see it clearly, but it's obvious. I know